The lights burn bright inside the arena, casting long shadows across the canvas as the crowd in Gdańsk roars with anticipation. Flags wave, voices rise, and the air hums with the tension that only a world title fight can create. This is not just another night of boxing. This is a collision of belief, ambition, and identity. In one corner stands Oleksandr Usyk, the 2012 Olympic gold medalist from Ukraine, undefeated, disciplined, and carrying the quiet confidence of a man who has already conquered the amateur world and now seeks to dominate the professionals. His movement is calm, his eyes focused, his body loose but coiled like a spring. Across the ring stands Krzysztof Glowacki of Poland, the reigning WBO cruiserweight champion, a warrior forged in pressure, famous for dethroning Marco Huck and surviving brutal wars. This is home soil for Glowacki, and the crowd believes in him, every shout echoing with national pride and expectation. The referee gives final instructions, gloves touch, and for a moment, the noise fades into silence. Then the bell rings. Usyk steps forward with intent, bouncing lightly on his toes, instantly announcing his presence with sharp footwork and a probing left hand. Glowacki responds with brute force and aggression, winging punches with bad intentions, trying to drag the challenger into deep water early. It's a contrast of styles written perfectly for drama. Finesse versus force. Movement versus pressure. The calculated rhythm of Usyk against the raw will of a champion refusing to surrender his crown. From the opening seconds, you can feel it. This is not a test of power alone, but of intelligence, endurance, and heart. The crowd senses it too, reacting to every jab, every step, every feint. This is the beginning of a long night, one that will demand everything from both men. As the early rounds unfold, Usyk begins to paint the ring with movement. His feet glide effortlessly, circling left and right, constantly resetting angles that deny Glowacki clean targets. The Ukrainian's jab becomes a piston, snapping out repeatedly, disrupting rhythm and setting traps. Glowacki presses forward, digging his feet into the canvas, determined to make this a fight fought in phone booths, not open space. He lands heavy shots to the body, reminding Usyk that championship boxing is unforgiving, especially against a champion fueled by a home crowd. The middle rounds are where the fight finds its identity. Usyk's combinations grow sharper, short left hooks, straight lefts through the guard, quick flurries finished with clean exits. He's not standing still, never allowing Glowacki to fully set his feet. Yet the champion refuses to fade. Glowacki answers with thudding body shots and looping hooks, roughing Usyk up inside, attempting to slow the challenger's rhythm and sap his legs. A cut opens near Usyk's eye, adding visual drama and reminding everyone that this is no exhibition. The crowd rises as Glowacki has moments of success, landing power shots that test Usyk's chin and resolve. But every time momentum threatens to swing, Usyk responds, a counter here, a sharp combination there, always the last man to speak in an exchange. His amateur pedigree shines through, his ability to read patterns and adapt on the fly becoming increasingly evident. The fight settles into a high-level chess match fought at full speed. Usyk boxes with intelligence, while Glowacki wages war with heart. Neither man is willing to concede ground, and with every passing round, the physical toll becomes visible. Sweat flies, breathing deepens, and the crowd senses that the championship rounds will demand something extraordinary. By the later rounds, fatigue creeps into every movement, yet the intensity refuses to drop. Usyk begins varying his jab, disguising it behind feints, stepping in and out with a rhythm that frustrates the champion. His punches now carry more authority, snapping Glowacki's head back just enough to command the judge's attention. Glowacki, showing the heart of a true champion, continues to march forward despite swelling, despite exhaustion, throwing power shots with everything he has left. Body shots land, counters skim past, and the margins grow thinner. Usyk's footwork remains elite, floating, pivoting, sliding away from danger, but he must stay alert. One clean shot from Glowacki could change everything. Inside the ring, respect grows with every exchange. This is no longer just about winning rounds, it's about proving belonging at the highest level. Usyk smiles through his mouthguard at moments, signaling confidence, control, and belief. Glowacki, bloodied but unbroken, digs deep, refusing to wilt in front of his people. The crowd is on its feet, roaring encouragement, sensing the bravery on display. Exchanges grow more desperate, punches thrown from strange angles, arms heavy, yet determined. Usyk's combinations flash, 4-5 punches at a time, while Glowacki answers with grit, forcing the challenger to earn every second. This is where champions are defined, where skill meets suffering. Usyk's superior movement and timing begin to separate him, but Glowacki's durability keeps him upright, absorbing punishment that would have stopped lesser men. The fight becomes a showcase of elite cruiserweight boxing, intelligence, courage, endurance, with both fighters refusing to give an inch as the final bell approaches. The final round arrives with the crowd at full volume, willing their champion toward a miracle. Glowacki surges forward, emptying the tank, throwing everything he has left in hopes of one decisive moment. Usyk answers calmly, matching fire with precision, countering, pivoting, and refusing to be drawn into chaos. A brief stumble, a tense exchange, a roar from the crowd. But once again, Usyk finds the answer. He stays composed, staying just outside danger, landing clean shots and exiting smoothly. Both men go toe-to-toe in the closing seconds, exchanging with mutual respect, knowing they've shared something rare. When the final bell rings, exhaustion replaces violence. Gloves drop, chests heave, and the crowd applauds, not just the champion, but the challenger who dared to take the throne. The fighters stand as the judges tally the scorecards. Silence falls. Then the announcement echoes through the arena. A unanimous decision. A new chapter is written in cruiserweight history. Oleksandr Usyk is crowned the new WBO cruiserweight champion of the world. Applause rains down as Usyk raises his hands, not in arrogance, but in acknowledgement of the battle he endured. Glowacki stands proud, having defended his title with honor and heart, earning respect in defeat. This fight was more than a contest. It was a passing of the torch, a declaration of arrival. On this night, Oleksandr Usyk didn't just win a belt. He announced himself to the world as a force destined for greatness.